This video will go from this. Crap. Crap. No! Ah, done with you. To this, using this. Okay, so as you can see, this thing's terrible. I hate it. I actually started creating a video on how to install that thing, and it was so unreliable I never did publish the video. 'Cause there's no way I could endorse that thing. It's awful. So yeah, that thing's terrible. I'm done with it. So I'm going to make my dumb garage door opener a smart one using this Yolink adapter or controller. So first I'm going to unbox this and set it up on the app, and then all I have to do is connect it to my garage door opener, the existing one. Basically connect it to either the button or to where the button goes into the garage door opener itself. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing set up. So let's get to it. The hub and the sensors were extremely easy to set up. So that's why I went ahead and went with this brand for the garage door controller. Oh, by the way, I purchased this too. This is not one of those promotion deals where they sent it to me for a video. Nope, I purchased it. I needed it, so I purchased it straight out. So this is not a paid advertisement or even a product deal. This is where I paid for it. There we go. Interesting. Huh, that's unexpected. So, got to connect this. Usually that's just a plug-in deal. Interesting. I assumed there was just a battery with it. And there's that. Okay, so I'm going to set up the USB power to it. DC 5 volts plus and negative. Of course, the DC red is positive. Alright, so... and of course, that's probably tight. So first, I'll go ahead and make sure it's loose. Okay, and we'll slide the wires in. There we go. And I just need to plug this in. Again, I'm going to program this prior to putting it out in the garage. Okay, plug this little guy in. Got power, got greenage. So it'll be a separate video on setting up the hub here. You have to have a hub for this to work, and I already have a video on that. Okay, so next I'll need to set this up on my hub and Wi-Fi. So get that out of the way. And then you can see the other stuff. There's the hub that I've already got. So now I just need to go in here, and so to add the new device, click on this right here to scan it, and it'll ask you for permissions for your camera. There we go. Now we just scan it wherever it is. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now it's going to ask me to bind the device. Close. Why is it showing? Oh. So this is another video I need to do. I need to order a sensor. So I didn't think about that, but to get you full functionality, so you'll know if your garage door is actually open or closed or not, you can add a sensor on there, bind it with that sensor, and then it'll know that it's open or closed. I have a video camera in the garage, so I can just look at that and tell, but I'll probably go ahead and order a sensor and do a separate video on the sensor part, so you can see that. So next, what I will need to do is I need to go into the garage and set this up. Now before I get into the garage, I know it'll be kind of echoey in there. Let me turn this off real quick. So before I get in the garage, I know it'll be a little echoey in there. Basically, all you're doing is you're going to put this wire right here in here. In fact, I can go ahead and connect that part of it. And then it'll go in with parallel with your garage door push switch for the push button switch. So that could be either where the button actually is where you can tie into it, or you can tie to it on the garage door opener itself. And I originally planned on just putting it to the garage door opener. However, I have two garage doors, and I may change my mind as to which one this wants to go to, and also if I ever need to reprogram it, it'll be kind of a pain if it's up there on top of the garage door opener. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is wire into the push button switch and just have this sitting close by it. And as you can see, it's got a pretty short cable here. So if you want to get it too terribly far away from power, you got to use this cable, which that's perfectly fine. Alright, so next I need to go get some cars out of the garage, and I'll get set up in there, and then we'll get this thing connected and we'll see it work. Okay, so again, this has to be functioning for this to work correctly, the wiring, not necessarily the button. Mine is working, so I'm going to take this off. See, I told you it's working. So I'm going to go unplug the garage door opener, which probably would have been a smart thing to do at the beginning. Okay, so I have unplugged the garage door opener, so when this doesn't work later on, let me know, it's just not plugged in. Okay, I'm going to split this out just a little bit. Like so. This is where it'd be handy to have an assistant, but I don't. So by the way, this line doesn't particularly matter which is positive and which is negative. It's a switch. This is just providing power through the circuit. So you don't have to get too caught up on that part of it. Loosen that up. Take you off. So if you want a little extra added protection, you could go ahead and either solder this together or use a spade connector. Yeah, spade should fit on there fine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just solder these together. This is overkill, not necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. There we go. Alright, and then next just put them back on there. Okay, now I just need to run this to the controller. Okay, so I've got this little charging station nearby, and this will work out perfectly for that. Okay, next we'll connect the wires in here. Again, this is just simply a switch, so it doesn't matter which one goes to which, other than use these two right here, the remaining. Okay, so off camera I did what we call tin the leads, put some solder on the wires here. Tried a couple of times to put it in here just by twisting the wire, and it didn't seem to hold all that well. So I went ahead and did that, and I think that'll help it hold in there better. So there we go. It passed the pull test this time. So now then, just connect it. And by the way, there's some double-sided tape on here, I believe. Yeah, so I can tape it down on here. Clean that with some good alcohol. Make sure it's prepped to stick on there, or use the oil on your finger. I don't know. Alright, plug that in. Let me get this thing out of the way. Plug you in there. Okay, next I need to actually plug the garage door opener in. Okay, well, let's test this before we actually test the app. OC, I'm guessing that's open close. There we go. That works. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're just going to test out the app real quick. Again, it's got this right here because I do not have it bound with a sensor. So guess what my next video is going to be? Well, a future video will be adding a sensor, so that'll be fully functional. So let's try it, see if it opens and closes. There it goes. Works as expected. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please select like down there and subscribe to my channel. If you didn't like it, well, subscribe to the channel, maybe you like the next one. Thank you for watching.